Hey, tourists, it's your boy Domination. This is Back in the Base and Chuck of the Deuces. How we do, text baby. Man, that was back. You know what it is. Know what it is. Real man rise up. Fake man rise down. Real woman rise up. Fake woman rise down. Right to where preacher. Right to where preacher on. The only place you ever gonna get it. Only place you ever gonna get it is right back in the base. And Chuck of the Deuces. How we do, text baby. And today's topic we're gonna talk about is. Yo, man, I saw your video, man, but this video, I like this video right here. And he when I clipped this video, this man wasn't lying about Egypt. People know Egypt was black, man, because if that's the case, let's be honest. Some may argue, and I made a video about this, saying that Esau was really a come out red, like albino. People know what it is, man. They know what it is. They don't want to accept the fact. They know what it is. There's a real reason why there's racial tension between black and white. There's a real reason. Because whites ain't going to never admit it. They the first interbred out of blacks. They will never admit it. No, they don't care. And I bet you motherfuckers up there know. There's a real reason. I'm going to give you an example. If I pour chocolate, if I pour milk if I pour milk in the glass, right? And I pour chocolate in there, what it becomes? Chocolate milk, right? It change. If I pour black paint and white paint, it becomes gray, right? No gray area means that you don't see no color. They both humans. But the thing is, they both got a lot in common in certain of the melanin of the skin. This is why people believe this dark matter theory. When people say Black Lives Matter, they're really saying dark lives matter. Dark matter. That's why they're trying to say every black person is dark. Yeah, kind of. If you put an African and an African American and Black American, do they look like the sexual match? No. Certain of. Some mix with Europeans. Some mix with Asian. Some mix with all these different ethnic. And the same thing Europeans. They even called Irish people was the niggers of Europe. They said that. It was in a movie called Irish Jam by Eddie Griffin. He said, but one of his friends said that when they was arguing, he said, I thought you was an Irish man like one of us. He said, maybe I am. That's what it says in my birth certificate. And also he said this. Did you know in the island they were calling us the green niggers? They said that. White males. They said it, especially Irish people. They just look at each other like, come on, that's a lie. That's a lie. Come on. He said, you know, and when Kennedy was running for president, they did not want to hire Irish people. No cats, no dogs, nobody Irish. So Irish people understand what blacks going through because they went through slavery for Britain people. They have. Watch the movie Braveheart, for example. Watch it. They was slaved by the French and they was slaved by the damn British. They was intermarried with British people in France. That's why all this intermixing going on over there in Europe. Same thing, Africa. Africa was mixing, involved with Ethiopian, Nigerian, and all that. That's why you can't tell a certain feature. And same thing, Asian country. Come on, everybody knows it, but people scared to say this. Latinos too. Okay, I'm gonna say this. People know the truth. There are black Europeans, but for some reason nobody wants to talk about it. And there's white Africans. That's South Africa, right? There's Chinese Africans. But for some reason, nobody wants to point that out. There are black Asians, white Asians. The term Caucasian, the term Caucasian is really come from the carcass. but mixed it with Asian, Mongols. That's why Asian is considered close to European, kind of in certain way, but they close as Mongols and hint China. They was the first of the certain features of order of Asian people, especially Chinese. Then you got Japanese, you got Vietnamese, you got all these different Asians. Same thing Europeans with Italians and Irish, German, Greek, you name it. The so-called Aryan that people like to push is a fucking misfit. It's a fucking myth. All Aryan is meant as a novel, written fucking books. The real Aryans is Hindus. Hindus. You know Hindu got some black, but for some reason nobody wants to point that out. The dark Hindus and the light Hindu. That's why in the black community they have this dark skin versus light skin crap. If you're light skin, you're closest European. But the thing is, you don't have an eye color and hair color. If you don't got that, you're not a European. And you gotta be pale. You gotta be so fucking pale, you look like a goddamn close of a fucking bino. Same thing black. Only way you gotta be so black, you gotta be blacker or blacker. This is why they doing things to the damn black community, burning them in cross and all this other stuff. I mean, because Europeans saying that blacks look better when they burn and crispy, which is kind of wrong for saying that. Because basically saying black people is a dead people. We're a dead race. That's what they're saying. That special Europeans. And still is not right for saying that. Same thing they call them pale beasts. They call Europeans that because many of them was is dwelling off in the goddamn caves. Dwelling dwarfs. They call them in the fucking caves. You can look this up all in yourself. Study Europe and study Africa. Study Asia, and then you get why people fight each other, the things they do. And next thing you'll study Asia, because Asia, it's not study Asia. Yes, study Latino, Latin. Latin is a Latin is a language from the Romans. From the Romans, it's a certain Latino language. Or to get from the Catholic Church. Hispanic was created, and I heard this from Harvey Superboy. I never thought I would agree with him on this one. It was created by the Ronald Reagan Nation, which it was. Anybody knows this. They just don't want to admit they got some black in them. Everybody wants everybody wants the imitation of black, but nobody wants to be black because they think black is just a bad thing. Look at the movie Malcolm X. If you say the word black, what does it mean? Darkness, right? But say the word white. White means heaven. Come on. The Europeans do believe this. They really do. Now, you got some blacks who look black or blacker. That's what you call black. Same thing, whites. Whites got to look pale and palament. You have to really study it to get it. Same thing, the name of the Anatol is near valley, near death. There's a real reason why Europeans got the mindset they got. I understand them now. And then the Ku Klux Klan ain't nothing but the original goddamn Knight Templars. And if y'all never heard of the Rothschild, they the ones control the goddamn corporate banks, corporate of a criminal system banks. When you got the name Rothschild, it stands for Red Shield. Oh yeah, it gets even more better. I swear. That explains it. Prince Hall Mason, all Prince Hall Mason is garden halls. Basically guarded from the so-called white dominance. Serving for whites. Come on, man. You know, everybody knows this. And I'm going to play a video for y'all. Because everybody knows this fact. But matter of fact, you got to wonder sometimes. Even Albert Pipe. He was the founding member of the Scottish Rite, or whatever you want to call it, from white Freemasonry, and he was the founding member of the Ku Klux Klan. Even Aleister Crowley believed the stuff is the ornament of the tunnel or urgently, something like that. It stands for OTO, something like that, but it's really the Knight Templars. If you don't believe me, you can look this stuff up. No wonder why they call it the Western Bank, because they making the European owner fashion of money, but not making everyone else money. So in order to get wealth, you have to really get it from the Europeans. And Europe comes from a goddamn planet called Europe. Europe, it started with P. No, it started with EUROPA. Europe, because they believed that somehow Zeus fell in love with a woman. And Zeus turned himself into a bull or something like that, and she ride into him. Basically, in other words, she had sex with him. That's what I'm trying to get at. Some say she was the real whore of the Babylon. And then you see it today with this European Union. But it's called the original of the town of Bellic, something like that. It's in the Bible, and they're still around to this day. See, I can't believe my folks being hanged by fucking Ku Klux Klan or the actual original Knight Templars and skinheads. They was influenced by goddamn reggae, goddamn fucking music. See, they don't fool nobody. We better wake up and understand that these people know who we is. But unfortunately, we don't know who he is. It's sad, is it? It's sad. They're a part of us just as much as we're a part of them for some reason. And I'm not saying all Europeans bad. There are good Europeans out there who actually, because the first slaves is Slav. That's what the actual original actual word come from, is slavery is for Slav. Anybody who speak the same language understood from each other. But some people don't want the change, but that's just but you got to make some real change with who actually want change. Everybody else, they want everything stay the same. That's just the way it is. But I got a video. It explains what this guy is talking about. The ancient Egypt are black. Get over it, which it is. And they know it. Because blacks was intermarried with Arabs. And Arabs know what it is. Even Jews knew what it was about. Who throwing the babies out of the alligators? It wasn't whites they throwing babies out of the alligators, or Latinos or Asian and everybody else. They throwing black babies. They throw them in alligators because they thought was, whoa, they was the chosen people. If there wasn't chosen, name one race actually went through that. None. Because they'll know what it feels like. And don't tell me that we've been out here for years. There are blacks out there in Africa, but there are blacks already out here. The real Native Americans was us. We're everywhere in this planet. They even said the first Europeans was Africans. They said that the first Asians were black. They said that. And everybody knows it, but they won't admit it. They found the biggest heads over there in Mexico. They found the biggest heads, and they was worship them as gods. And they had the nerve trying to say, "Oh, it's Latino." Bullshit. They know damn well all Latino is a damn. See, they think we're stupid, and you know what? And we allow it. Many of them don't care what the truth is, as long as the truth. Even Sumerians. Look at the word Sumerian, and I need to make a video about that because it also says black-headed people, and that's in Iraq. Oh yeah, they know what it is. That explains why they hate blacks so much. Where you think the original Occupy Wall Street come from? Oklahoma, Oklahoma. They took the name and they made it Occupy Wall Street instead of the Black Wall Street. That explains it. Europeans know what it is. They know. They went through slavery. They went through rough head and anywhere else. They know. Come on. Even Africans know what goes on. And they sold their own people just as much as Europeans did, and Asians do too. Come on. Even for the period war state who could enter access to China, who could never access out of China. Come on. Ask yourself this. We all everywhere in this planet. If we're not everywhere in this planet, why you think they calling black people color for some reason? They don't call whites color. They don't call Asians color. They don't call nobody else color but black. Because blacks can produce any other color. That's why. Because they don't talk about other groups. If whites can produce black, then how come they can't? If whites can produce black, then how come they have a hard time having children? They have to get married to order to bring kids in the world. But when it comes to women bringing children in the world, then that's totally different. And sisters struggling out raising kids by themselves. But any other men doing other race of women like that, other race of men would have killed brothers. And brothers know this, and they're not dumb. We need to be aware of certain people, because I'm telling you, we better understand who our friends and who our enemy is, because right now we're hated simply because that we're the first original mankind in this race. If it wasn't, what else it is, BB? And everybody was part of us just as much we're part of them. It's sad that I see why they say the same thing to do. Before I wrap this up, I'm gonna play a video and he'll explain to her what this situation is. Here's the video. So I was minding my own business, and I got home. I decided to go on YouTube and see what was going on. I went on Facebook, I went on YouTube, and I said to myself, well, let's see what's going on with the world. I want to make a YouTube video, and I want to see what's going on, what people are thinking, what they're saying. I'm looking for a topic. And I was going to do a topic about the war going on between Movie World Express and MS Danny 33. But then, when I was checking the inbox on YouTube, I found a response, a comment made to one of my videos. I think it was the video about racism. It was the video that I made about Movie World Express, whether or not he's a racist. So, the person, whoever it is, I went to their channel. It was like, one of those channels that you just make up. It's probably some asshole that I blocked before, So they had to make up a new channel so they could get back at me. So, fuck it, fine. But the interesting thing is this. The comment that he made was, and he must have heard the radio show I did, one of my radio shows, where I said this. And it's a reality. But this animal, in Spanish, animal, actually put the comment that the blacks, that the Egyptian civilization wasn't the black civilization. Okay. Yeah. You do fucking know that Egypt's in Africa. It's not in Iraq. It's not in Saudi Arabia. It's not in Syria. It's not in Palestine. You do understand that Egypt's in Africa, don't you? And the only time whites were brought into Egypt at that time was through slavery. You do understand that, don't you? I gotta give this person
some time to reflect on this, because he must, whoever it is, male or female, I don't even know what you are, but you gotta either be a dumb fucking person, for real. I will help you. I like to help you. Okay? We have scholars today. White scholars, white men, who don't deny this fact. And yet you're going to make a comment about that I'm wrong, that Egyptian civilization, ancient Egyptian civilization, wasn't black. So what was it? Let me tell you something. Fuck it. And yes, I've been drinking. So before anybody goes, you just drunk. No, look. Look at this and tell me that this is a white man. Or an Arab for that matter. Fuck it. This is the black and white. This is a black and white picture of the Pharaoh Tutankhamun. Okay? Look at the features, look at the nose. Alright? These people didn't play around. This is an actual replication of this boy Pharaoh. Okay? Look at the features. Look at the lips. Look at the ears. Look. Nah, he's not black. Egypt's not in Africa. He's a color. Different angle. Here you go. No, that's not a black child, is it? What is it then? Arabic? Listen. You need to be educated. Because obviously, the education that you got has worked up your mind to the point where now you're creating different channels. You're souping up and you're creating channels just to get back at me. That's the first comment that you made. Why is it so important to you? Is the number one question I have. And how can you prove it? Show and prove. Show and prove. You can't con me. You can't con me. You can't do it. Don't try it. Oh, man. You see, shit like this upsets me. It really does upset me because it's 2012. And you still have idiots like this person who don't want to acknowledge truth. They want to live in a fantasy world. They want to live in the la world of fantasy. These are the people that deserve to be enslaved. You, sir, and you know who I'm talking to, because you're probably watching this video right now. You know you made the comment. You know you send it to me. You know who you are. You deserve to be enslaved. And the ironic thing is, you will be. And I feel bad. And I feel bad about it. I really do. But I at least have common sense to know that there's nothing anyone can do to stop it. But you are the type of ignorant animal that deserves to be enslaved. For real. Now, the person that made that comment watched this video, and the first instinct that you're going to have is to send another reaction, another comment, maybe on somebody else's channel. Because obviously, they're not going to upload a video themselves. And if they do have the balls to do it, they'll probably wear a mask or something. show and prove to me that ancient Egyptian civilization wasn't black. On top of that, show and prove to me who started it and when. See, I know the answer already. Now you need to show and prove. Alright, y'all. I got numerous pictures here I can show you. You know what I'm saying? But listen. This is the type of ignorance that's going to bring the world into hell.
Mm-hmm. For real.
Alright, y'all. Peace.
Whoever this guy, I like that video he did. But he right about one thing. I mean, they know what's going on. But any ingestion, that's any ingestion, any question, give me a comment, give me a response. What you take of this, what's going on, right? All right. It's your boy Domination. This is Back in Base. The trick of the deuces. I would do text, baby. Until next time. All right. Peace and I'm out.